Rethinking your diagnosis, is it really all of that? Reading some old posts that I wrote probably about 9-10 years ago. I want to share this one with you. I'm going to read it out loud. This may be terrible TV, I don't know, but I want to read it because it feels important and still relevant, and I hope you don't mind. There's a fly flying around me right now, and also birds outside. They may be tweeting. So, rethinking your diagnosis, is it really all of that? I've always hated labels. I never liked being categorized as a punk or a raver or a hip hopper or whatever phase I was going through at the time. I'm dating myself. I was a teenager in the 90s. I've generally avoided putting logos on my body. I mean, shouldn't companies be paying me to advertise for them as opposed to the other way around? This is true for me in medicine too. I hate diagnoses and medical labels. I know I'm a doctor, and I get that you might think that that's weird. So let me try to explain. Doctors run tests so they can find a label to attach to your group of symptoms, which becomes nothing more than a code in their charts. But what do names like chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia really mean? Nothing more than the symptoms they describe. You're tired all the time and you have muscle pain. Didn't you already know that? What about irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or what I like to call IBStress? Yep, darn tootin'. Often, literally, you already know this. What about atopic dermatitis, a skin inflammation due to an immune response? Great. Knowing the label means the doctors can open their books and give you the proper drug for that disease. But this is utterly disrespectful to the body's natural wisdom and inherent healing ability. What my naturopathic colleagues and I call the V medicatrix naturae. What if you believed that your body had a built-in guidance system? What if you considered your symptoms as your body's way of getting your attention? There are 3 problems. We're often not listening to the messages that our bodies are trying to convey. We have no idea what the messages mean, and we get the message, but we feel resistant to change. I believe our emotional, mental, and physical symptoms are the way our bodies tell us that something in our life isn't working or going well. Symptoms are just signals. They are the body saying, hey, I need your care and focus over here. It could be the food we're eating or not eating, or the sleep that we're getting or not getting. It could be the toxins in your cosmetics or personal care products or your food. It could be your heartbreak or the stress of the job that you don't love, or past traumas that are still haunting you. Yeah, those count too. It could be your beliefs or perceptions about your personal safety in the world, or the water you're drinking or not drinking, or the way you're moving or not moving your body. The medical label or diagnosis ignores all of these legitimate possibilities. Don't be satisfied with the label. It's not enough. Knowing it won't cure you or heal you. But what will? Understanding the root cause of disease and attentive acts of self-care. There's nothing more holy or sacred than looking after yourself. This involves conscious decisions about what you eat and drink, how you sleep, the air you breathe, how you wiggle around in this skin costume, aka move your body, stress reduction, and choosing a quiet practice that is just for you. Labels paralyze. They stigmatize your prognosis, stagnate your energy, and limit your healing. With a label, you become reliant on the cure. But what if there's no cure to fix that label? Then you live a life suffering under that name, but at least you know the name, right? Hogwash. The name doesn't matter. Getting the body back into balance does. Well, I've been diagnosed with ... The doctors say I'll have it forever. If you believe that, then it will be so. If that morbid prognosis of being sick for eternity is true, then why do my patients come to me after years of suffering and their symptoms start to go away once we access or tonify the V? It's not because we are introducing a medication to suppress the symptoms, but because we're giving the body the circumstance it needs to heal itself. I assert that you do not need a label to heal. To reiterate, your body knows how to heal. In fact, it wants to. And to be honest, your symptoms are actually your body's response to the causative factors, some mentioned above, to bring you back into balance. So if we focus less on the labels and more on how we can support and invigorate the V medicatrix naturae, the innate healing power that exists within all organisms, the body will heal, which means, by the way, to be whole. De-emphasizing labels is liberating, empowering, and action-focused. Skin rash, removing an offensive food will decrease the immune activity. Fertility issues, cleansing and detoxifying the body will restore the natural rhythm and maximize egg health. Tired and stressed all the time, then rest and change or remove the factors that are causing your tension. Yes, removing labels does demand more accountability, but you are truly your body's best interpreter if you stop and listen. Taking control of your own health based on your body's unique wisdom and guidance is the only sustainable option that will create lasting cure and happiness. I want you living a healthy, thriving, delightful life. So stop focusing on the problem, drop the attachment to the label, and start focusing on how you can get your body back into balance. If you need guidance, I can help. I have the tools to facilitate the rehabilitation of your V so it can do its job and heal you. So yeah, that's why I hate labels. Now, I get that this might have stirred some thoughts and some feelings. I'm open to hearing what they are. This is just my humble opinion after 2 decades of experience, even though I wrote that after about 1 decade of experience, and it still stands. My current favorite way of helping people with their V tonification and invigoration is through IV therapy nutrification, where you get to come in, put your feet up, and get nutrients delivered directly to your cells via the bloodstream. This is a very effective and safe and quick way to get things to your cells so that they can be used to make energy for you, heal your body, and get you into that delightful, thriving life I mentioned. Sick or for... I have tools to